Hello humans, Master DinnerFlax here, and today I got a deck profile and replays for you of the very first archetype I ever played. Because a long time ago I used to be like, archetypes banned for the game, and it's Gym Knights. But when I was playing it in the FTK, I was like, oh, this is really fucking boring. Not only was it a boring FTK, it was also it needed a lot of cards to be good, and a single hand traps could just ruin everything. So I was like, you know what? No, I'm not doing that. Let me play the deck just normally and see how well it does. And I was absolutely impressed with it. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get into it. And you guys got some replays, so here we go. Yay! So yeah, hopefully you got some enjoyment out of those replays. So I'm going to go ahead and get into it. I'm going to first off say I'm only happy with 36 slots in the deck. The rest of the 4 I literally keep changing in and out, which is why some cards change. Like I don't have Gamma Seal anymore, but it's things like that. So for the main deck, triple Tourmaline, because the fusions you can make with this are better than the Pyros. So you obviously play this. It gives you access to Prismara and Topaz, which I'll explain later. And 2 Sapphire, because Sapphire allows you to make Aquamarine. And Aquamarine is actually really good as a fusion material on the field, because it allows you to disrupt a board much more than you were already doing. So I think that's really good. And then we got Triple Lazuli. Very solid card. Just all these, both that and this, just allow you to fuse forever, it seems. Then we got Triple Armadillo, best normal summon in the deck. It's only good though when you have a way to get to another body, whether it be Brilliant Fusion, way to fuse, or just like something in general. Like it's good, but sometimes you need stuff to go with it, and sometimes it's really hard to get. 2 Block Dragon. While I want to play a third one, it's really, really bad to open in multiples when you don't have a good hand. And like it's already sendable with Brilliant Fusion because of Zirconia. So I think 2 is a decent number. Triple Rescue Rabbit just to get the 2 bodies on board for Quartz. And for the hand trap, we got triple Ash Blossom, triple Ghost Ogre. And the last monster, this is one of the slots I was talking about where it could be anything else and work. But this kaiju I play because it's a Thunder, which allows you to make Prismara. That's the only reason it's this kaiju, but I don't know. Sometimes I like I said, I don't know which kaiju to play right now. Triple Gem Knight Fusion. Triple Brilliant Fusion. These are self-explanatory. Triple Unexpected Die. I know a lot of people say to play less than this, but it's actually so powerful and it's so important that it doesn't matter. You can just ignore those reasons because you have to get a body on board. And even if you draw multiples, it doesn't matter because you had the security of knowing that you had another one just in case something goes wrong. And it's Ash Blossom bait at the end of the day, so I'd play triple of this. Then we got 1 Soul Charge, 1 Reborn, very solid cards in here. And for another 3 slots, I don't really care for Regeki, Dark Hole, and Upstart because normally I blind second with this deck, but sometimes I'll go first, just fuck it. So yeah, Dark Hole, Regeki, very good for going second. So the side deck, there's one thing I want to explain in the side deck that I transition sides sometimes into like Gem Knight Stun, where I go triple D-Barrier, triple Anti-Spell, and then the Judgment. And then with this guy, it's really interesting because everyone knows when you have Anti-Spell, it sets spells 2 turns backwards. But when you have this guy and you're cycling it with Quartz, it actually sets them back for nearly forever. Because when he's fusion summoned and then sent to the graveyard, you return all set spell and trap cards to the hand. So you just keep cycling all the spells and you keep remaking them and link summoning with them forever and ever. And you just don't let your opponents play spells or traps. This is actually really funny. I really like doing this. But like, it's a gimmick. It may have better uses, but I think this is really, really fun. I think it's pretty good, too. And for the extra deck, this is the first extra deck in a very long time where I say I actually need 18 slots, but I'm only allowed 15. So we got Double Diamond. This needs to be triple, but can only play 2, and you need 2 for Calamity, so there's a minimum. Same with Sarconia. I would like to play 3, but it makes 38, so I need 2. 1 Prismara, very good. Seraphonite, I don't make too much, but it's very important for the hands that are really hard to get bodies on board for Quartz, so I really need this. Topaz is really interesting because this is one of the cards you send with Lazuli and the Lazuli combos. And when you send this with Master Diamond, you turn your Master Diamond into a BLS, meaning it can attack twice, equipped with an armory arm, so it does burn damage to things that attack. So that's really good. It's almost like Purgatria level of just game-threatening damage, so that's really solid. And then 1 Aquamarine, like I said earlier, this is really good because when you're fusion cycling, you can bounce cards in addition to popping them with cards like Prismara, so that's really good. And then 1 Lapis, I already explained this, and then 1 Lady Brilliant Diamond. This is to send all your shit off Brilliant Fusion, because when you activate Brilliant Fusion, you always want to send 3. So, you Brilliant Diamond, and then you make something else with it. Usually Lazuli, depending on what the rest of your hand looks like. And we got 2 Phantom Quartz. This keeps you in the game for, like, ever. Like, you can just recycle everything forever and ever and ever, and this is so good. This makes Gem Knights have a grind game, which is something they didn't have beforehand. So this is really, really good. Just overall, incredibly powerful card for this deck. I'm so glad they made it. 1 Mist Radiant to link off your Block Dragon to get a +3 So that's pretty good. Calamities and 38, as you can see before. Both of these are also kind of interesting because they prevent attacks to your Phantom Quartz. So that's actually really important. As you've seen in one of the replays, I actually used Harbinger to protect my Quartz so I could use it next turn. So that's really cool. But yep, that's about it. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I wanted to do something else besides FTK, and it was doing it really well. So yep, that's about it. Thank you all for watching, and remember, Master DinnerFlax will take your soul.